back to Game of Thrones, the Game of Thrones recap show that's all about the ladies. Here are our current standings. Still in last, we have Cersei Lannister, who now has -3 as opposed to her aforementioned -5. We have Ilaria Sand with 0.5 point and Ygritte with 1. After that, it is a tie between Daenerys and Sansa, who both have 5 points, and Margaery is just ahead of them with 5.5. In third place, we have Brienne of Tarth with 7. In second, Arya with 9. And the Queen of Thorns, Olenna Tyrell, is still in the lead with 10. This week, not really a whole lot to talk about.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah. Margaery Tyrell was in the episode.
She looked great in that morning dress.
Daenerys did make an appearance in this episode. We saw her being Queen of Meereen, as she intended to be.
We're seeing her for the first time in a somewhat stable position of leadership.
This is true.
We're not seeing her conquer something or run away from something. We're seeing her having to deal with the day-to-day bureaucracy element. She's seeing everybody. She's dealing with all the small things.
Yeah. I like that she ultimately did show a little bit of compassion in the case of her nailing up all the slavers to the poles and more or less like half crucifying them.
Yeah, just crucifying them just enough.
Also, Broseph coming to get your dad. I don't feel bad for you.
I think his story is a little slick.
I do.
Think he's a liar.
I think this good-looking guy showing up and going, my dad totally wanted to save all those kids, but he really couldn't. I think you're pretty great, so hey, I'm pretty cool, right? I don't trust this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe him for a second, don't get me wrong, but I still like that Daenerys showed that she still is a compassionate person.
Yeah, I think politically it was a good move.
I do
to
too.
be like, yeah, whatever, bury
your dad.
At the same time, though, fire and blood. Don't feel bad for those people. I say a point to Daenerys Targaryen for handling some stuff.
A full point because the rest of Westeros was playing Law and Order this week.
Yeah.
Gunk, gunk.
Cersei also made an appearance in this episode, and she, unlike Margaery, did actually have lines. She
didn't really do a
No.
lot. So, no points
Nothing
to
for
give,
Cersei.
nothing to take away.
No.
Nana Tyrell, not in this episode, but I'm sure you looked good wherever you were sitting and whatever you were wearing.
Sansa, also not in this episode. Arya wasn't in this episode. Brienne wasn't in this episode.
Ygritte,
not in this episode.
Ilaria, talked about,
She's mentioned.
but not in this episode.
Yeah, no.
Yara Greyjoy.
She was super awesome in this episode. Like, even though she didn't ultimately succeed in her quest to come rescue Theon, if Theon had had his wits about him, she absolutely would have succeeded.
But she also is smart enough and tactical enough
Yes.
to know that something is not going to work out.
Yep. Yeah, she's great. She's smart. She's brave. She fights with a pickaxe. I definitely give a point to Asha / Yara Greyjoy this week.
I'm gonna give her 2.
Yeah.
One for getting in and one for getting the hell out.
So let's take a moment to talk about Shay.
How much of what Shay is saying is because she's been jilted by Tyrion, and how much of it because she really does love him? I think she really would go far.
I do too.
What has she been threatened with?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I don't think it would happen just because she was spurned. I think that...
No, she's not that immature.
Yeah.
My heart hurts.
Yeah, a lot. So that's basically gonna conclude this episode of Game of Thrones. Be sure to like the video if you like.
Oh no.
Just open the door, let him in. Sam, we're trying to film in here. You guys gotta talk about Tyrion. Sam Tyrion is not a lady.
It's Dame of Thrones.
Yeah.
We only talk about the girls and the...
Tyrion.
Do it.
Just...
Fine.
Fine.
Are you crying?
Are you crying right now?
Just a little. Okay.
All
right. Just give us the thing. Give us the thing.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, Sam. We're gonna talk about Tyrion. Okay.
Yeah,
Please. We're just trying to make a show here.
You have to get out.
You go. Goodbye.
Okay.
Tyrion.
Yeah.
Who had the majority of this episode?
I mean, if there were dudes in this competition, Tyrion would get like 12 points
Oh
for
my
that
God.
speech
Right then.
alone.
You have an actor who is of small stature. He's gone his entire career being offered the parts of leprechauns and elves.
Yep.
And he gets to film something where he is standing in the sept and he has a speech about being tried his entire life as a dwarf and just basically levels this fucking room. And it was just the most amazing thing. And also the fact that this is the second time in Tyrion's life when a woman who he loved more than anything in the entire world has been paraded in front of
Everyone.
his betters as a whore and used to mock him.
Shay is just saying all these horrible things, and he's just standing there and watching it happen. Like, you can pinpoint the moment that his heart shatters, pretty much. The only thing he says is, Shay, don't. My heart hurts a lot.
We watch this show for fun.
Alas, Tyrion, you don't qualify for placement in this competition, but we had to mention you. So now for real this time, guys, that's gonna wrap up this episode of Game of Thrones. Thanks again to everyone who's been casting your votes every single week. Please continue to do so. Like our video if you liked it, subscribe to our YouTube channel, find us on Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, follow us on Twitter @NerdStreet. All of these are great options for continuing to cast your votes in the competition. So keep doing that, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye. Try by combat.